Hi guys, we're here discussing the Castle Games qualifiers. So 20.1 has been released this week. 20.1 is actually a twist on our very first qualifier, 17.1. So you're going to kick off with 4 minutes of max power output, ground to overhead, where you can clean and jerk or you can snatch, and it is your weight times your reps. The twist though is you get a 1 minute rest period and then it's a max row. 3 minutes to complete as many meters as you can. You're going to combine your two scores and that's going to be your total for this workout. So what we're going to just talk through is a little bit of strategy, some tips and some frequently asked questions to do with the workout as well. So in terms of strategy, Ash, you've done this one before back in 2017. What would you advise people kind of do in the first part?
So first part, well, you want to obviously pick a weight which you can obviously move comfortably. For me, I wouldn't be going more than maybe 2 or 3 reps at any one time. The longer you hang on the bar, that's going to be just obviously nailing that grip, and obviously you've got a big row to go, obviously that 3 minute row. So I'll be going a fairly lightish barbell, and maybe moving in maybe doubles, even singles, and just keep moving that barbell. Don't stop. 2 or 3 seconds off the bar, then just move the bar.
And we do have minimum weights on the RX Intermediate and Masters of 35 kilo and 25 kilo. So make sure you stick to them. Brett's just going to talk us through a little bit about the judging side of things. So in terms of the no reps, what do you think we're going to see a lot of? What are we going to be penalising?
I think from a judging perspective, I think a lot of penalising is going to be around people moving too quickly, not standing up to full extension, trying to move the barbell from over the head back to the floor before they finished the movement and completed the movement standard. That's pretty much it, I think, for the first workout, to be honest with you. The row is what it is. It's just going to be move efficiently. I
think when we've done anything like this before, we've always had people come out the blocks, they want to get a really good score, people just start ripping that bar, and we will watch these videos, so if you are doing sloppy reps, we're going to pull you. One big thing is watch your video back before you submit it, and watch it honestly and think, if you wouldn't give yourself those reps, don't submit that score. You've got plenty of time. I think you have 10 days for this one. So you can redo it, just move well, maybe ask someone to judge you. That helps as well, especially for counting your reps and telling you if maybe your knees are looking a bit soft or your elbows. They can pull you up rather than do the whole workout, submit it, and then get the reps taken off you afterwards.
Be deliberate. Spend that extra split second every rep being really deliberate on what you're doing, making sure, because like the guys say, if we're watching the video back, we're going to look for that deliberate movement standard. If you're not hitting that, you're going to fail multiple reps time after time. Just finish that last little bit of that rep and make sure every single time.
I think another point in terms of submitting a good score would be the bulk of your score is obviously going to be made up on the first part. However, obviously on the row you can pull that back a little bit, but realistically on that row in 3 minutes, some of the guys might be around, let's say around maybe 900 meters to 1k. Roughly have your 1k kind of split and just maintain that kind of like a decent kind of split throughout that full 3 minutes. Don't go berserk for the full minute and then just dive for 2 minutes and obviously then bring that split rate all the way down. So just be super realistic, but you can definitely pull it back on the row.
Yep, so in terms of your actual score submission and things like that, if you're new to the Castle Games qualifiers, we expect a video from RX, Intermediate, Masters, Veterans and Teams. Scaled don't have to submit a video, but that doesn't mean they're getting an easy ride. What you do have to do is submit the name of the person who judged you and an email or a phone number for us to contact them to make sure it's been done to the standards. So make sure that they watch this video as well. Whoever is judging you, they have to have either done the CrossFit Open Judges course or be a CrossFit Level 1 coach. If you don't have either of them and you're in the scaled, you can film anyway and submit your video and we'll watch it. Other bits and bobs, there is a penalty if you pull after the time is up on the rower, which is a 100-meter penalty. So if the clock goes to 0 and you try and get one more pull in and we see that on the film, we're going to take 100 meters off your score. The other thing that might come up is if Brett can talk through the scaled athletes, there isn't a minimum weight other than the bar, but you have to take the bar below your knee every time.
Yeah, so what we're looking for is the first rep to start below the knee and then when you're bringing the barbell back down from either clean and jerk or snatch, we're bringing it back down from overhead, it's coming past the hips and down past the knee before you start the next rep.
Last few things, you need to have clips on your bar, and you need to start and finish with the same weight. You can't change your weight during the 4 minutes. Whatever you start with, you've got to continue with that weight. Partials can be used, but the minimum partial is 1.25 kilograms.
Another good strategy for the first part of obviously 20.1 is mixing up your lifts, so you don't have to hit everything snatch or everything clean jerk. I've been mixing up, maybe go 5 reps snatch, 5 clean jerk. Snatch is obviously going to be a little bit quicker, but certainly just moving through the 2 different lifts is going to help you a hell of a lot.
Just to note that males must use a 20 kilo bar, they can't use a 15 kilo bar. We've been through this year on year, the same thing applies that applied in 17.1, males must use a 20 kilo bar. And in terms of your filming, make sure a clock is visible at all times and you show your plates, please. I think that's it.
Yep.
So good luck from us, and hopefully you get a good score.